the answer done, the right answer. So it's important that we do that, okay? So I want everyone to know that. And I also want to know if you think that's right. Are you a contractor and use the COVID excuse? If it's legit, I would hope so, because that's what we want. We want to make sure that everyone's getting it done properly. Now, the contractors should thank you and say, Mr. Homeowner, thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. I'll call my workers and let them know. Then you tell the workers, all right, guys, we got 17 more jobs to get to. Let's get the next one. Boom, boom. The right contractor is going to plan it properly. So, that's what we want to do. So, again, if you have a question this morning, love to hear from you, 248-539-9797. And I will give you the answer if I can. Also, it's Shout Out Saturday, as we know. But it's going to be a great day. A little chilly this morning, but it's okay. Guess what today is? Salt Sale Saturdays. That's right. I want to take a quick moment to talk about Salt Sale Saturdays at our friends Beauchamp Water Treatment Solutions in Brighton and now in Waterford, and some more locations coming soon. Every Saturday, that's today, you can get DuraCube regular at an unbelievably low $5.99 a bag. That's a 40-pound bag. You get DuraCube Red Out for $6.99 a bag and potassium chloride for $19.99 a bag. And if you ever want to buy like the filtered bottled water that they have, which is better than any bottled water that you can get, they have a 5-gallon bottled water for $3. Think about that. So you buy like a couple of those, 3, 6, 9, like the Tesla. Buy 3 bottles for $9, and that's 15 gallons. That amount of bottled water will last you, probably a couple months. So, if you're that bottled water guy. But who knows? So, give Beauchamp a call. I have their water softener in my house, and it's legit. Like, legit, real deal. So, anyways, want everyone to enjoy today's show. And by the way, today's my birthday, in case you didn't know. I'm celebrating today's a real special day, actually, because I got some good news from the doctor. When you get old, I'm 53, but I don't feel it. I can still fight. But still, the stuff doesn't work the same. And nothing works the same. Getting old is not good. Fountain of Youth. Now I know what they're talking about. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to give you 10 myths about owning a home people still believe. My name's Adam Helfman. This is the Hire It Done Radio Network.
There's never a perfect time for a plumbing problem. So, how do you find an honest, affordable plumbing company you can count on? Log on to ShelbyMechanical.net and check out what makes us more than just a plumber. From our service app to our tech tracker, our innovative customer experience is second to none. Explore all the amazing services we offer. Look at all the outstanding ratings and read through our amazing reviews. Then like us on Facebook for the next time a plumbing problem pops up. Shelby Mechanical, we're more than just a plumber.
It is the first week of summer, and that means air conditioning season,
yes.
Right?
But the last thing you want is for the cool air that the air conditioning creates inside to leak outside.
So we brought in the guy who's got all the solutions. How about proper insulation? It's not just for wintertime.
So our home improvement insider, Adam Helfman of HireItDone.com, shows why every home should have it.
Most people think about keeping your house warm in the wintertime by using insulation. Well, today we're going to talk about how to keep your house cool by using insulation. Here we have pink insulation. Most people think of this as the insulation that goes in your walls that keeps the heat from traveling outside. Well, guess what? When your air conditioning's on this time of year, this insulation also keeps the cool air in and the hot air out. Here's a 2x4 wall installation. Now, typically, if you don't have insulation in here, the cold air would run right out, even through the drywall. when you add insulation into a wall, you can stop the cold air from leaving, and you can save up to about a 20-degree difference by having insulation done in your walls properly. Many people don't even know if they have insulation in their walls or not. That's why you need to call a professional. Here's the new construction wall without the insulation. Now follow me over here. This wall has already had the insulation woven through the 2x4s, and this allows you to know that on the other side, if there's people talking, you're not going to hear them. You may have a house that is already finished. Well, guess what? There's plenty of places for you to add insulation to your existing home. First of all, basement remodeling. Many people are finishing their basements today, so you might want to put insulation in the walls or in the bond plate. That'll stop the heat loss in your basement, and it'll be for a more comfortable space. Another location is in your existing walls. Our professionals can drill a hole in the wall, pump the insulation all the way in the wall, and that'll stop the noise from coming through and save you energy. And the last thing and most popular thing for your house is blown-in insulation in your attic. That, done properly with proper ventilation, will save you a ton of money cooling your house as well as heating.
Really good advice as always. Adam Helfman is in the studio. How do you know if you're losing cool air out of your house?
So we typically think of insulation for the wintertime.
Right.
Okay, in the wintertime, insulation's keeping the heat in the house.
Right.
So conversely, in the summertime, you want to keep the cool air in. So we have a little demonstration set up today where we have this looks like the sun.
Okay.
Two types of insulation. The pink stuff that everyone's familiar with, and cellulose, which is the most modern and way more efficient. As you can see, it's 78 degrees on this one, and this is only 73.
Okay.
Wow.
So the other thing is when we have this, we have a fan built in here, and you can see this is air blowing up through here.
Through the insulation.
Right. So think of that cool air leaving your house.
Oh, wow.
So if you want to save energy in the summer, think about insulation. Welcome back. This is Higher Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Special day today, of course. 248-539-9797. Text me if you have a question about Google or a question Google can't answer. Home improvement questions, I'd love it. Shout out Saturday, don't forget. Love to have you guys give me any questions or a shout out if you're a contractor, special, if you're, essential, or whoever. I'm just in that mood today, right? Thanks for the birthday wishes. Sarah is out on the COVID protocol, being safe. Better safe than sorry. We miss her. She missed the big birthday show. And hopefully she'll be here next week. But we want to all wish her to get, stay safe. We don't want to spread the COVID. And we'll be talking about the COVID excuse when we can. But appreciate all the birthday wishes. Closing on Tuesday, looking to do vinyl plank and carpet flooring throughout the whole house. Any tips? Also adding an AC and replacing a furnace. Thanks, you guys are the best. From Jake. Jake, okay, so here's the deal. At 8 o'clock this morning, we're going to have Kathy Buchanan on. She's our carpet expert this morning. It's Karastan month. I can't wait to talk about that. And luxury vinyl tile. We're going to talk about trends in flooring. So you got to keep it locked in because I'll have everything going. And you're going to be getting a sale. So keep it locked in there so we can have that. But, look, besides from today being my birthday, and if you want to check how young I look, you can go to Facebook Live. Just kidding. But no, I'm in a giddy, happy mood because my doctor, I'll call him my urologist, Dr. Hafron. If you know him, you know him. The guy's a rock star, like literally Doogie Howser. He's that good. So I had to see him Friday, and he gave me really good news. And I don't know if anyone knows this, but I'm young, but I have prostate cancer, and it's not fun, but I'm beating it, and I'm beating it bad, like kicking its ass. So, like they say, F you, cancer. So that's what I do. But anyways, we're talking home improvement. So, here's the thing. You're going to buy a house. It's a seller's market, right? If you have a house, you'll make money on it. I just, again, there's a shortage of inventory. But anyways, here's the myths of owning a home that people still believe. So the first one on the list, a home inspector will find every problem. Now, if you find me a home inspector who finds every problem, I'm going to hire that guy. Because home inspectors don't have x-ray vision, they don't have a crystal ball, and they don't know everything. Unfortunately, it's a myth because you got to rely on their experience. I have friends who have home inspect who call me basically and say, "Hey, listen, I'm buying a house. Can you come look at it for me?" What am I going to tell my friend? No. Of course, I'm always that guy who always wants to help their friends out. So I'm like, always go out there. And I'm like, hey, don't give me the home inspection report. I'm going to inspect your home myself. Now, I don't go up. Well, I do stick my head in the attic, but I don't test water pressure. I'll turn the faucets on and I'll flush the toilets. I'll look at the water heater. But I've been in so many houses and I've remodeled so many houses that I can basically walk through a house without a home inspector and tell you what I see. And the home inspector literally will mirror what I do. Now, sometimes he'll find things I don't see because I don't, like I said, I don't test the outlets. I will check, I will turn everything on, but I don't get deep. But at the same time, visually, it's not anything I haven't seen, right? And, that's the thing. So I'm going to tell you right now, home inspectors don't find every problem. But here's my point is you just got to have a thorough home inspection. And then you have this home inspector. You got to find the one that's not a deal breaker. And what do I mean that? There's two kinds of home inspectors, a deal breaker, then a deal maker. The deal breaker is the guy that finds things wrong and causes alarms. Oh, my God, there's black mold on the walls, but I don't know if it's alive or dead or it's been 30 years ago. Or the deal. That's the deal breaker. The deal maker is, hey, there's signs of mold and easily solvable, easily fixable. And it's only in this one area. It could be old. So that's like one of the things, right? The roof boards look rotted. How do you know? Do you have x-ray vision? You sticking a pencil through it? A lot of it's subjective. Okay, so that's one of the myths about owning a home. But I would always say yes to a home inspector as opposed to, no, we don't need one. Get one always. I always say yes, okay? 248-539-9797. Do me a favor. Text me if you have a question. I was redoing the bathroom. I put up sheetrock in the shower stall. Do I use greenboard through the rest of the bathroom? Thank you. No, you don't need to use greenboard. In fact, greenboard has a waxy coating on it. It makes it water resistant, not waterproof. And now in the shower stall, you want to use like a Durarock, okay? I think you meant Durarock instead of sheetrock. But and that's what it's a cementitious drywall style paneling that then you can tile over. But greenboard you don't need in the bathroom. If I were you, I would use regular drywall, and when you paint it, use a bathroom ready paint. But proper ventilation in the bathroom is what's going to really solve any headaches for you. That I can tell you. All home improvements add value. It's no secret that improving your home can boost its value. However, not every dollar you spend impacts your home's value. If your roof is leaking, you can repair the leak. Or you can replace the roof. Now, if a leaky roof house has a leaky roof and then you put a new roof on, does there more value? It's subjective. I'm going to say yes, but some of the experts say, well, you just fixed it and now you brought it back up to the minimum standard. Well, it depends. Now you can say, listen, it was a 20-year-old roof. It's leaking. Now I have a new roof. Hire it done, guys. And bam, 50-year roof, right? So that's a big one. How about a pool? You put a pool in your house. Oh, by the way, you live in Alaska and you put a pool in. You're going to think you're going to add value? Again, it's a lot of, if every house in the neighborhood's 2,500 square feet, you go to the old Pulte neighborhoods, all the cookie cutter houses, and all of a sudden you put a room addition on in the back. You have 1,500 square feet. So your 2,500 square foot house, you put a 1,500 square foot addition, right? Off the back of the whole house. Okay, so now you got a 4,000 foot house. And then you decide to add an addition above the garage, 600 square feet, right? So now you got 4,600 square feet, and every house on your street's 2,500. You really think, folks, your house is going to be worth double every other house? I beg to differ. But some people like the house. They love the neighborhood. They like the school districts, and they're growing into the house, and their attitude is, hey, What do I care? I'm going to be coming out of this house in a pine box. I ain't ever leaving. So that's something you got to make sure you do. And I don't blame you, right? It's one of those good things. So here's another one. You're always or never better off renting. The economic math of buying versus renting is unique. And it's unique to each individual. I prefer to own as opposed to renting. However, there's a good argument to renting. And it's something that you need to ever think. But there's a mathematical formula. You can just say, look, you have a 30-year mortgage. What percentage of your mortgage payment goes to the principal and interest? You're paying a lot of interest. So that's a big thing. Anyways, we got more myths, but we're going to take a quick break. Did you know a house needs to breathe, or does it? We're going to talk about that because that's a huge, huge impact in the air quality. And, of course, in the COVID times, we have a lot to talk about. We're going to take a quick break. Keep it locked in here, my friends. My name's Adam Helfman. This is the Hire It Done Birthday Edition.
That's right. So is anyone out there still rocking one of those old circular dial thermostat things? Or perhaps some even an older
Or you have to
version?
kick the furnace to go. I don't know, yeah. But, hey, listen, you just come on and you want to get everything going. You get your hand in front of the old wood burner to check the time of day. Maybe you're still on a sundial. Can gauge temperatures.
That way, who knows? We're just kidding. But modern thermostats can make a huge difference in comfort and, my favorite thing, savings.
Yeah.
Our home improvement insider, Adam Helfman of Hire It Done, shows us which of these high-tech gadgets is right for your lifestyle.
A programmable thermostat can help you rake in the savings, but guess what? There's a hitch. You've got to actually pick one that you're going to use. According to a study, 90% of homeowners who have a programmable thermostat don't ever use it or even know how to use it. Let's find the right thermostat for your house. There are several types of programmable thermostats, each with its own distinctive scheduling style. The first one I recommend is a 7-day programmable thermostat. It's best for individuals or families with erratic schedules. Since this is the most flexible option, it lets you program a different heating and cooling schedule for each day of the week. Another thermostat you should consider is the 511 programmable thermostat. It has one heating and cooling schedule for the week, plus you can schedule a different heating and cooling plan for Saturday and Sunday. If budget is an issue and you still want to save money, I recommend the 1-week programmable thermostat. This allows you to set one heating and cooling plan that will be repeated daily for the entire week. If you're ready to supercharge your savings, I recommend you get a Wi-Fi thermostat. It connects to the internet in your house and allows you to control the temperature of your home wherever you're at around the world. The latest and greatest Wi-Fi thermostats have what they call a smart away mode. It uses the GPS locator in your phone to detect when you come and go, adjusting the temperature accordingly to save energy and maximize comfort. Another feature in your Wi-Fi thermostat is what we call the feels like temperature. Similar to the feels like temperature in a weather report, it takes into account temperature and humidity to make your home feel exactly like you want it. Another great feature of the Wi-Fi thermostat is the Allergen Defender. It monitors the air quality and the pollen levels of your local zip code and automatically turns the fan on to clean your home's air when the outdoor levels are high. Here's a tip. When setting your thermostat back, the Department of Energy says that you can save about 3% for every degree you set your thermostat back over an 8-hour time period.
This is cool stuff. Adam Helfman is here from HireItDone.com. It's good to have you back.
Always, yeah.
I didn't know my thermostat would know where I am before Susan does.
I know.
That's great.
They're smart.
Yeah.
It's, they're called the Internet of Things today.
Right.
Today's thermostats are connected. So it's all Wi-Fi.
That's
part of your
beautiful.
phone.
All right, so where do we start? Because there are a number of choices, right?
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at this one right here. This is called the Nest Learning Thermostat. Okay, so it learns when you leave your house, when you come home, it learns your lifestyle.
Okay.
This is from Verizon Wireless. You can get it there. And it's about $250, but it saves you money. The key, though, the key to this is programming it. Okay. It's like a modern-day VCR or VHS. Remember those?
Yeah.
You only use it to play or record.
Right.
Sure.
So you do have to take a little bit of time to set it up. But once
Welcome back. This is Hired Done. My name's Adam Helfman. It's a great Saturday morning. You got a question Google can't answer? Try and stump me home improvement-wise? I'm here. Bring it. 248-539-9797. Text me. Love to help you out. If you got a home improvement issue, let's talk. I got an email, by the way, a couple days ago from a listener in Connecticut, believe it or not. She had a foundation repair company come out, and they totally scammed her. She's like, what do I do? I'm like, well, send me the documents, send pictures, and we'll work on a solution. But, who knows for sure, right? You just never know. But, hey, whatever. So we were talking about myths about owning a home that people still believe. And your house needs to breathe. Years in the 70s and 80s, we're building, the houses were loose. And then after that, they started to build the houses too tight. When they started to build the houses too tight, what happened was air quality issues started to accelerate. Kids started getting asthma. And so if your child has allergies and asthma, you really need to make sure that you have air quality done properly. That's like a good heating and cooling company, like running right heating and cooling, right? Friend of mine, Andy Perlin, he runs the company there with Ron Garmo. And those guys are rock stars when it comes to air quality. And, what happens is your house needs to breathe. I believe it. This list says it's a myth, right? One of the most long-lived myths of home ownership is that you shouldn't interfere with the drafts or air penetration because the house needs to breathe. Well, here's the thing. Yes, your house needs to breathe, but it needs to breathe correctly. You don't want air coming through the windowsills. You don't want air coming through the vents around your exhaust in the ceiling and stuff. Where you want air coming through is through your furnace, through your air ducts. So the key here is makeup air. When the furnace turns on, it wants to suck air into the furnace to combust. Where does that air come from? Well, if the house is too tight, it comes from internally. If you ever were little and you remember when your furnace would go on and all of a sudden the door would shut, boom, crash, right? You'd be like, what is that? Well, that was air coming in the house and literally sucking it from the inside. So now what they do is they have makeup air. And that's like, there's a brand called Scuttle, but your furnace companies do the best job for that. And the makeup air is when the furnace combusts, there's a white pipe, usually in a high-efficiency furnace, coming from the sidewall, and it sucks air into the furnace and mixes that air with the inside air, and then you have combustion. And that balances your house, especially today because they are building houses more tight or tighter, air sealing, they're caulking the joists, and the rim plates and all that. So my point is, make sure you do it properly. That's not hard to do. So breathing is proper for your house. But again, your house needs to breathe, but it needs to be breathed properly. Insulation companies, they help with that. Furnace companies are the leader in that. So you got to make sure of that. Here's another one. And this is for all my young listeners, the millennials, okay? New homes are maintenance free. Here's the problem here. You buy a car, they pay for everything for the first 3 years, right? You get the maintenance, it depends on the car, but literally, if there's any problems, it's paid for by the manufacturer. So that mentality makes sense. If you buy a new house and all of a sudden you think, I got to have everything paid for. No, it doesn't work that way in new homes. A home is a large, complicated system. Many of the mechanical systems and the countless seams and potential flaws in the structure, surface details, no matter how new or old it is, has some kind of issue that calls for repairs or maintenance. In addition, regular maintenance is now required on all homes. So no matter how new your home is, the forces of weather animal activity, children, simple wear and tear every day wins out over time, right? In fact, we all know the most important tool in your toolbox is not your checkbook anymore. Do you know what it is? What's the most important tool in your toolbox? Text me, 248-539-9797. It's not your checkbook. So I'll read it out to everyone because everyone knows if you listen to the show on a regular basis, you know what it is. But my point is, your home isn't maintenance free. Your home doesn't come with a manual. It doesn't come with an odometer. Odometers tell you in your car when to change your oil, when to do this, when to do that, right? But guess what? Your house doesn't have that. So what do? Well, let Hire It Done. Let me be your odometer. Let me tell you when to change the furnace filters. Let me tell you when to update and fix your air conditioning, replace your roof, clean your gutters, add insulation in your house, get the plumbing done properly, put a generator, upgrade your lights to LED. Think about that, my friends. The house isn't maintenance free. And by the way, how are you going to find a contractor today? Let me tell you something. Oy vey. I don't even know what to say. Finding contractors, and then the contractors finding labor. The biggest problem we have right now, and by the way, the restaurant business is hit worse than the home improvement business. I'd rather stay home, stay my stimmy check, right? I mean, I can get you a job today. If you can drive, you can pass a drug test, and you want to work, please go to the Hire It Done page. Go to the Hire It Done page, hireitdone.com, and look at we're hiring. Okay? The most important tool is your brain. The most important tool is your tape measure. Jake's got one. That's pretty good. Brain is a good one too. Literally, the most important tool in your toolbox it's a virtual tool, by the way. It's time. The answer is time. Okay? Time is the new currency. It seems like, we haven't added time to the clock. It's just that every time a second goes by, it's gone. So time is the new currency. And by the way, you have to be patient. You're going to hire a contractor today. It's not his fault that the job's going to take twice as long. And I'm going to tell you why. Even if he's organized, even if the contractor has all his T's and I's crossed, distribution, shipping, production. There's 1,000 things before the contractor happens that affect the job. Okay? So patience is very important. How about lumber? It's becoming a joke. 2x4s, plywood. Are you kidding me? A friend of mine sent me this picture of lumber. Wood cost to build a deck using the 2,400 board feet method equals 200 square feet. A 200 square foot deck, the cost of wood in April 2020 last year was $936. And that I thought was expensive. Today, and I haven't verified this, but we should get our friends from John's Lumber to talk about this. April 2021, which is this last month, the same amount of wood for a deck is $3,600. Hello? 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 Does anyone hear me? That's a huge increase. That's a pucker. I'm telling you, that's crazy. So what's going to happen? I don't want to predict. I'm not going to be the sky's falling. I'm not going to be Chicken Little, but let me tell you something, friends. This cannot be sustained. Contractors, although they're busy right now, are raising their prices because they have to. And homeowners, guess what? You're going to be like, I ain't paying $10,000 for a deck that should be $5,000. So guess what happens, Mr. Homeowner? You either do it yourself, which is not my style. You all know, from the neck down, I'm worth minimum wage. So I always want you to find the right project and hire it done. However, let's put it this way, okay? It's important that we all understand that getting a contractor to do it is going to be difficult. Now, what do you do if it's too much money? And for all the contractors out there, you got to be careful because a lot of homeowners are going to throw their arms up. You know what they're going to say? They're going to say, as a homeowner, I ain't doing it. Forget about it. forget about it. I'm going to kick the can down the road. Okay? And when you kick the can down the road, you're taking a risk because it could be double next year, the cost. Or the market's going to crash and contractors are going to be like, hey, Mrs. Jones, you know I quoted you $12,000 for that deck last year? Well, I got openings in my schedule because everybody canceled. And if you buy the material, I'll do it for $4,000 in labor. Oh. So now you're getting a little bit of a deal. So am I asking you homeowners to wait and see? No. I'm telling you jump on the bandwagon now, and here's why. Because the good contractors, which are the people from Hire It Done, and there's still, listen, if you're not Hire It Done doesn't mean you're not good. Let's be right. However, what I do need you to know is that the good contractors are planning ahead. The good contractors are educating the homeowners. And if you're smart, you get it done now. Okay? And then when the crisis crash later, take advantage of it and make your opportunity, make your move, right? We all went through this in 2006. I have some information. 248-539-9797. Text me. Love to hear a question from you. My name's Adam Helfman. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
There's never a perfect time for a plumbing problem. So, how do you find an honest, affordable plumbing company you can count on? Log on to ShelbyMechanical.net and check out what makes us more than just a plumber. From our service app to our tech tracker, our innovative customer experience is second to none. Explore all the amazing services we offer. Look at all the outstanding ratings and read through our amazing reviews. Then like us on Facebook for the next time a plumbing problem pops up. Shelby Mechanical, we're more than just a plumber.
Yeah. Well, the deep freeze this week not only takes a toll on people, it can take a toll on your pipes.
Yeah,
right?
Broken water pipes are not only a hassle, it's the repair and then the expense and the cleanup. Home Improvement Insider Adam Helfman of Hire It Done has simple steps that you can take now to avoid a mess later on.
Plumbing problems happen at the most inconvenient times. Today, we're going to learn about how to avoid plumbing disasters inside and outside your home. Let's start with this outside hose spigot. What we have here is a leaking outside hose bib, and today we've got Big John's Plumbing. He's going to install a frost-free spigot. This spigot prevents it from freezing and prevents the pipes from bursting. Here's a tip. If you have a regular hose bib or even a frost-free hose bib, add one of these insulated faucet covers for added insulation. Now that we're inside the house, let's start in the basement and take a look at this water heater. Over time, corrosion and sediment builds up inside the water tank. What I recommend you do is have a professional drain it once a year. Here's a simple task. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, go out and buy some insulating pipe wrap. Install this around all the exposed water lines inside your home. We're on the main level right now in a bathroom. If you have a house that has bathroom plumbing on an exterior wall, what I recommend you do is open up your cabinet doors and allow the warm air from the house to migrate into the cabinet. What that will do is prevent the plumbing from freezing. If you're planning a vacation or maybe just a quick weekend getaway, I recommend that you take any faucet that's on an exterior wall of your house and turn it to a slow drip. That way the water will never freeze. About the width of a pencil is how much water should be coming out of the faucet.
Adam Helfman of Hire It Done is here. More valuable ways to protect our pipes this winter. Thanks for being here, Adam.
Yeah, good to see you as always.
Always
You've got a
learn
lot
something.
of interesting stuff. One of them kind of high-tech, and then like the pipe wrap, stuff we can do.
Yeah, so let's start over here.
Yeah.
So this is a frost-free hose bib. As you can tell, it looks like, sits on the outside of your house. However, the valve is all the way over here.
Oh.
So when it's in your house, the shutoff is inside.
Gotcha.
Allows so the pipe won't freeze.
Right.
Interesting.
Very easy installation for a professional.
Yeah.
Okay.
To do like that. So everybody wants to do pipe wrap, okay?
Right.
So this is just this is easy, do it yourself, get it at a local hardware store, you just slide down the pipes. And I brought today, in the past, a lot of homeowners go and get a plumber to do work for them, and he uses this red and blue pipe, and everyone's used to copper.
Right.
Well, this is the replacement for that.
Okay,
It's called PEX, P-E-X. Well, it's a lot less expensive, but it's more durable.
Okay.
This can expand 10 times its own size.
Really? What is this
Before
made
it
out of?
freezes. It's
PEX?
a carbonate. Well, PEX is the brand.
Okay.
However, it's a polycarbonate.
Okay.
Or a PVC, and so easily, you just put your pipes around.
Welcome back. This is How It's Done. My name's Adam
It'll
Helfman.
prevent it from.
What a great show so far. Having a great time. Don't forget, 8 o'clock hour, Carpet One Floor and Home's coming on. Oh, I'm so excited. Kathy Buchanan, great operator. She leads the way in flooring. It's Karastan month. We're going to talk all about that. We're going to talk about the labor shortage, their hiring, trends in flooring, luxury vinyl tile, all the rage, or is it dipped a little? Is shag carpeting coming back? We're going to find out. I'm so excited. She hasn't been on in a while, too, and she hurt her hand, so we got to make sure that her hand is better, too. Anyways, I wanted to say that we're talking about myths that people still believe when you own a home. So here's one. New homes are maintenance free. We already talked about that. That's crazy, right? They're not. But we want it. Here's one that I love, because this is the one I've been yelling about forever. And I happened to participate back in the day in reality television. So remodeling is easy and fast. Come on now. Everyone knows that's a myth. Or is it? Google ruined the remodeling business, right? Remodeling a home is no small undertaking. As an expert in the industry, it's not easy. But one of the most recent home ownership myths has been driven by the rise of do-it-yourself projects, the so-called reality TV effect. So most DIY shows are 30 minutes. And in 30 minutes, you have 22 minutes of content. The other 8 minutes are commercials. And in 22 minutes, they can remodel a whole house. And so it gives you, the homeowner, I could do that. Oh, that's easy. That took, look how fast they got it done. Because the reality of reality TV, say that 10 times fast, Houston. The reality is, it's a bunch of Hollywood BS. It's fake. It's fuzzy math. Okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, Google ruined it. You see, when you go into Google and you start typing in home improvement, you get the answer, what? In a blink of the eye? Boom. And then you're like, oh, I need contractors. And then, boop, you call contractors. And then you wait till they call you back. Are they going to call you back? And then they call you back, maybe. And then you make an appointment. Do they show up? That's a whole other show. So my point is, remodeling is not easy and it's not fast. Seriously, it isn't. 248-539-9797. You got a question Google can't answer? Text me. Good morning, Adam. Greetings from John's Lumber. I love John's Lumber. John's Lumber, he said, lumber prices have officially reached out of control status. I call that oy vey status. Expect lumber to be 20% more by the end of May. Are you kidding me? If any of your listeners have a project involving lumber, they would be wise to buy it today. Expected shortages and limited supply in the near future. Oh, boy. Are you hearing that, folks? I can hear it. I can hear the lumber prices going up. But whatever goes up must come down, right? So now, what do you do? Is this like, is there an opportunity here? No. Here's the problem. Forget about just lumber prices. If the lumber was the right price, we'd still have the problem of labor. We'd still have the contractors over busy because we all sat home last year. I even made a home improvement list. I've got a new kitchen I want to do. By the way, Tom Inger, you listening? I've got to do a new master bath. I want to redo my deck in the backyard. Put in a pizza oven. Oh, we're going to have a pizza party at my place. I'm putting in a pizza oven. That's right, Houston. How about them apples? So everybody else, I got to paint my house. I want to do this. I want to do that. Kids are work from home. Who's come up with the new Zoom room? Ooh, I like to call that the Zoom room. That's what we got to come up with. The Zoom room. Hey, Adam, what type of flooring do you recommend for the basement as for a man cave? Dan from Little. What up, Dan? Dan's my therapist friend. He texts in all the time. So Dan says he wants a flooring for a man cave. Well, Dan, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a little teaser. You're going to have to keep it locked in because my girl Catherine Buchanan is coming on the show. And Carpet One Floor and Home is the company. They're out of Westland. They service all of Metro Detroit. Like legit, you're gonna get great advice. So keep it locked in there because literally, I'm excited for that. So, what other myths are there? Okay, so one of the things I want to let everyone know is that I'm an expert in home improvement, and I say that with confidence, not cockiness. Literally, it's the truth. Just ask anybody. But here's another myth: no home is beyond repair. What does that mean? No home is beyond repair. Well, I worked with the Land Bank of Detroit, and I saw homes that were destroyed that people looked at and said, get it on the demo list. And I'm like, whoa, slow down, everyone. I can fix this. I'm like, hold my coffee, stand back, and kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. And guess what? No home is beyond repair. That's right. People who are do-it-yourselfers are especially prone to buying into that myth. Unfortunately, the truth is that some homes simply don't make sense to try and fix. We understand that. However, it is true that almost anything can be repaired. It depends on, again, do you care about the money you're spending or not? If you're going to say this is the house for my forever home, okay, then it doesn't matter what you're spending. Do it to make the house fit your needs. Pretty simple. That's how I want it to be. Keep it simple, stupid, right? Kiss. I wish I could grow a beard. Someone just told me to grow a beard. But guess what? I can't. Hey, it's another issue, another day for the therapist for me to discuss, but not today. How about this myth? You'll get to it eventually. I love that one. When something in your new home isn't quite right, but you're not to the level of a full emergency, it's tempting to simply tell yourself that you'll get around to it. You'll fix it sooner or later. That just described me. I'm the guilty person of that. What's that euphemism or the saying, whatever, cliche? The farmer's kids are the last to get fed. The boot guy with the boots? Whatever. Anyways, my point is, if you got something to get it done, put it on the plan and get it done. Don't procrastinate. And so that's pretty cool that there's those lists, right? But hey, what are you going to do? What can you do? I don't even know. But let's talk about this. And by the way, if you have a question, you're a contractor, you want to shout out, 248-539-9797, BWM Basement Waterproofing of Michigan. They waterproof before you finish is very important. Yeah, of course. If you're going to finish your basement, you got to waterproof it. Or you got to test it to make sure that there's no water issues. And by the way, let's talk about basement renovations for a second. I think if you have a basement, it should be finished. It's free square footage. Now, where are you going to find a good basement contractor? Well, we got to hire it done, right? But there's some guys that just specialize in basements. I'll tell you what, Finished Basements Plus. Everyone knows Steve Iverson. He's a legend in the basement remodeling business. And he was smart because he knew that I'm not going to remodel your basement, Mrs. Homeowner, unless your basement's not wet. So he would always test and thoroughly do that. But it's gotten to the point where he said, you know what, I might have to get into the basement waterproofing business because it'll help my homeowners. And so when he waterproofs a basement, I think he mostly does it for homeowners who are remodeling their basements. But again, if you need your basement waterproofed and you want to finish the basement in the future, there's no sense in it makes sense to call him. But anyways, my point is be smart about that. And that's free square footage. So what are the popular home improvements right now, right? Kitchens and baths are always popular, right? How about decks? Getting your deck done, outdoor living. My pond guy, Pondering Waters, he's great. He's behind. He's like, Adam, I get to you, but I got no employees. I had a couple guys I hired. They didn't even show. Think about that. You know how hard that is? And this guy's nationally known as one of the better literally one of the better known pond experts in the country. So, you got to be patient. So is it okay to be patient with your contractor? Yeah, everyone's under a lot of stress. Everyone knows that it's a big headache. Here's one. 248-539-9797. Shout out to Haul Away Junk Removal. Building or renovating gets messy. Yes, it does. Get a junk removal service, dumpster rental, or demolition. Okay. Let's see. He says, oh, no, ma'am. This is a leak from rough, not plumbing. No, they did not caulk the stink pipe when they flashed the roof. Yep. I see that. I see major area where water is getting behind the gutters and ruining the fascia. The list goes on. I agree. Good morning, Adam. This is Pat the Painter. Hey, Pat. Shout out to Pat the Painter. The inspectors these days don't do a thorough job. Well, you got to have the right inspectors. That's the problem. But everyone can go after an inspector after he's done and find more things. It's like you bring me in on a home improvement job, and it becomes a problem. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have an awesome another hour. My name's Adam Helfman. This is the Higher Done Radio Network. And on the move. Local company, rock solid 10-star company, literally.
Thank you.
And good guy. I can attest to that, right, Gary?
You can.
MichiganMovers.com is the website. So you're saying moving in the wintertime is a little slower. So you got to give a discount, right? A little bit of a deal?
Yeah, we offer a couple different things going on right now. Like we can offer you $25 off your travel time, $50 worth of free boxes, or one of the things that we started a couple winters ago was a 3-man special rate where you get the third guy for a discounted price. And not only is that beneficial to the customer, it's also beneficial to the men because, it's going in outside in the elements in the wintertime in Michigan can be very hard. And then you're coming in a house and the customer has the heat on 90. Then you're going outside and it's -5. So the third man is also going to get that job done quicker, which is going to keep the men fresh and keep them out of the elements as well. So it's a win-win for everybody.
What do you think, Jim, the third man? Are you going to be the third man?
I'm not going to be the third man. I told him I was moving, and I'm already signing up with him. I'm not doing it. Ain't happening.
What about girls to pack all the stuff? I got that company that I just met.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. Listen,
I
think
can
you should turnkey the whole thing.
I can tell you just from meeting Gary just now, he's a stand-up guy and extremely conscientious. And I've been in the business long enough to get a good feel for somebody. And like I say, he's going to be the guy that I'm going to be calling when I move.
Thank you, Jim.
I appreciate you doing that and saying that. It means a lot. He's the only moving company that qualifies, that actually works with Higher Done. So congratulations there. We have multiple of every contractor, but you're the only one.
Thank you. It was tough. It was like a 100-page essay that I had to do to be approved.
Yeah.
Higher Done does an awesome job in their screening process, and I'm proud that I am part of it.
Yeah, I appreciate you. You're
because
a good
I
guy.
like using your guy. I mean, I use your guys.
Yeah, no, that's the part. It's a camaraderie.
Everybody.
That's the thing about Higher Done. I'm a boutique lead generation contractor referral company. What does that mean? I'll give you an example. I'm not Angie's List. I'm not Home Advisor. I'm a hybrid of both. I'm a third-party endorsement, right?
Yes.
I happen to have been that guy who grew up in the home improvement business. I'm a fourth-generation contractor. I'm a savant when it comes to home improvement. I have some unique knowledge that's just really weird, right? I've done a lot of work. So I'm here to translate all that experience into a language that a homeowner understands. So whether it's hiring a moving company to make it as stress-free and anxiety-free as possible, or picking the right kitchen contractor or design build contractor and making sure that not only are they getting the right guy because it's a match, but the right payment schedule, right? The right solution stuff, so that at the end of the job, when there's problems, and every job has problems, it's how everyone worked out, how it all got solved, and the homeowner's like, yeah, you know what? It's exactly as Adam expected. There was going to be headaches, but they solved them.
I assure my clients I come to you with solutions, not problems.
Yeah.
Which is great because not only are you helping out the consumer and finding them a company, you're also helping out small business owners like myself that, go out there and we bust our butts every day to do a good job for customers. So, the consumer should not only appreciate how you're done, but I know small businesses like myself do as well.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate, and that's, again, I'm for small business. I'm for medium-sized family-owned businesses that want to grow their business and want to continually satisfy homeowners. And I always ask the number one source of their business. I ask them, where do you get most of your business from? If they don't quickly, in a blink of an eye, say to me referrals, it's all referral. Then I'm like, ooh, because Yellow Pages or Google or Home Advisor. Really? It's your number one source? I want the number one source to be a referral. Then, as I want to grow my business, I want to be able to be the guy that refers to you on the tail end of the referral, right? So homeowners say to me, hey, Adam, I got to move into my new house, or I got to move out of my house. I'm like, oh, well, good. Not only are you going to use this contractor, but you're going to use Men on the Move. Because Men on the Move is going to move you to the storage, and then when you're ready to move back, proper plan, they're going to move you out of the storage.
Right.
Simple, right?
And that's the thing about small businesses. I mean, one of our, probably our number one thing is internet, where people find out about us. But our second and third is either family or friends or used us before. I mean, as far as generating, reoccurring business, when you go out there and do a good job for people, that's how your business snowballs and you get those customers back.
How long in advance should someone plan a move? I mean, if they're moving in May, do they call you in April, or you think it's, you need time, right?
Yeah, in the off months, which would be like November to March. I mean, normally you can call in 2 or 3 days notice and we can get you moved, no problem.
In 2 to 3 days, that's it?
Yeah.
On Monday, I need a guy Friday. You're ready.
In those months, yes. I mean, when you're talking, May through August, you're going to want to give, 2 weeks at least, 2 week minimum.
Have you ever had a homeowner? This is terrible. I'm going to say it anyways.
Nice.
Have you ever had a homeowner call you up and say, she threw me out, and then as you're coming up to move the guy out, there's like schmutz and clothes all over the front porch. Or
we've had police involved moves before. I'll put it that way.
So you had, okay, so they escorted, the police were there to monitor.
We've had those.
He can't take this. No, you want that.
I don't think there's a situation that you could, again, 28 years of experience over here. I don't think there's a situation you could throw at me that we haven't dealt with somewheres down the road.
So let me ask you a question. Have you ever found anything crazy when I move?
Yes.
Safe for radio?
Illegal drugs?
Okay. Well, in our podcast, I found a big bag of cocaine in a project once. But, I didn't know if it was. I did just wink, thinking it was. But you found drugs before?
We have.
You move it for the homeowner? What do you do?
We pointed it out to the homeowner. We did not move it.
You're like, hey, man, this is something that we can't touch. And the homeowner's like, oh, I don't know what that is. It ain't mine, but...
Oh, it ain't mine, but it's my friend. I was holding it for my friends.
Yeah, I could believe that. The guy's like, hey, this will make you move a little faster.
Right.
You ever found a paper bag of hundreds or anything?
Yep.
Oh, you have?
Actually, underneath the dresser one time, $10,000 cash.
Now, do you have a clause in the contract that any cash found you split with the homeowner, or is it just...
We get it all.
No, it's not finders keepers.
It's not, is it?
And sometimes you always wonder if somebody's just doing something like that just to test you, too. So it's always good to be honest and...
Oh, my God. Of course. I mean, that's the whole point. Mrs. Jones, surprise. Your move just got paid for. We found 10,000 cash under the drawer. Meanwhile, you really found 25. But you're like, here's 10. Yeah. Can you imagine? No. Wait a minute. Oh, oops.
That must be another one of your customers. It's not me, your clients.
We found a safe under a staircase in Detroit once in a renovation.
Nice.
Yeah. We broke through it. We were trending on Reddit, by the way, because we were posting all the daily saw cutting pictures. Right. There was nothing in it. Very upsetting to me, but it happens. So, Gary, MichiganMovers.com. You guys are pretty quick. Anybody in your office you want to shout out to, say hi to?
I actually have a friend of mine that's with Level 1 Bank, Kevin Brzezinski. He's listening at the bank this morning with his people. So I want to give a shout out to him and all the veterans. As a Army vet myself, I want to wish them all happy Veterans Day coming up Monday.
Yeah, I'll shout out to all the veterans. Thank them for the service. It's really nice. Gary, you're a good guy. I appreciate it. I'm glad we're doing business.
Me too.
Men on the Move. The number's 734-744-9547. You're out of Livonia. MichiganMovers.com. If anyone's thinking of moving, you know somebody.
Serving all of Southeast Michigan.
And the United States. Right?
Yeah.
You want to move to L.A., you go. Florida, you're there. Cleveland.
Especially this time of year. Florida, send us to Florida.
Yeah, nice. Right? Shout out to Kevin Brzezinski, by the way. It's a good one. All right, well, listen, I appreciate you coming in, man. I want to have you again. Jim, when you move, you're gonna have.
Oh, I will, guaranteed.
And the day after we move Jim, he had nothing else to do. We'll bring him back on, and we'll talk about his experience.
There you go.
For another hour, my friends. Jim Segi Renovations. Thanks for coming in. Gary Bulson, Men on the Move, rock star. That's what I gotta say. We have to eat, you and I. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'm very grateful for my listeners. HireItDone.com is where you go when you want to find great guys like these. My name's Adam Helfman, and I'll see you next week. Good morning. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Great Saturday morning, May 1st. What a great day today is. We just rocked out a solid hour of some fun home improvement. Literally was great. So we have a packed hour, so let's get right into it. Joining me on the radio show right now is longtime friend, awesome leader, benchmark in the flooring industry, nationwide, by the way, but a rock star here in Metro Detroit, is my good friend Kathy Buchanan and fellow Spartan. Good morning.
Good morning, Adam. Happy birthday to you.
I'm loving it, and I'm so happy that you're on the show for my birthday today. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I have a broken wrist, but other than that, I'm doing well.
Well, I'm glad that you're gonna heal fine. Was the wrist broken? Did you do it because you were installing floors?
Well, you're gonna laugh, but we just installed new flooring in my condo, a beautiful luxury vinyl floor, and there is a stair nose that finishes off before you go down the flight of steps to the basement. And I was a little sketchy about stepping on the stair nose, even though I know that it's solid and secure. So I stepped over it onto the first step, and I missed the first step, and I just continue to go down. So
oi.
Yeah.
That's a big oi. So Kathy, for the audience, introduce yourself, tell everyone your company and where you're located.
Sure. The name of our store is Independent Carpet One Floor and Home. We are in Westland, Michigan, just on Wayne Road, on the corner of Wayne Road and Ford Road, right off of 275. So it's a very easy accessibility to get to our store. We are a family-owned and operated store, and we've been in business since 1968. So this year will be 53 years of providing flooring of all forms, hard surface and soft surface, to the Westland community and all the Detroit surrounding communities. So very large outreach. We're actually doing work in Traverse City right now. So
I was going to say, people are needing like competent, leaders in the industry to do their work. And you're like, again, you're one of the better ones out there. So Kathy, let's talk right about flooring right now. During the first hour, I got text messages from the ticket text line about flooring. Guy wants to talk about his man cave. What's a recommended floor for a basement? So if someone came to you and said, "Hey, I want to do my floors in my basement," what are you gonna show them?
Well, you know what? There are some luxury vinyl floors today that are called drop and lock or drop and go. And because concrete floors can have undulations to them, maybe due to a drain or just not being poured levelly, and with a click floor, you have to have over a 10-foot span, no more than 3/16 of an inch, of a level flooring. And if it's not level, we can bring it up to level, but then what do you do around, the drain? So this luxury vinyl floor, it's called Quick Fit. It's provided by a company called Happy Feet, but Shaw Industries also has a drop-in lock, and a couple other manufacturers do. And it's kind of like a hydrostatic back, and you install it very tightly. You leave, of course, a little expansion gap around the perimeter of the room. If it's a very large basement, you might want to put a small amount of a pressure-sensitive adhesive around the perimeter. But if you need to replace a tile, you just basically take like a toilet plunger, suck it down onto that plank, and pop it back up. Very easy. So that would be something that I would first, show somebody that was looking for a hard surface floor down in the basement.
That's awesome. Now, let me ask you a quick question, Kathy.
Awesome.
So for that kind of floor, like, because basements, obviously they're below grade. There's always a higher moisture level. There's always a chance of water intrusion. Are these like mold resistant?
They are water resistant. Now, here's the situation. If you do not caulk around the perimeter of the room, whether it be a kitchen or a basement or a laundry room or a bathroom, and water does get underneath there and underneath the quarter round or the wall base, however you finish that off, it's not going to prevent the mold from growing on the builder's floor, whether it be concrete or wood floor. So, that water resistant or waterproof, the product itself is, but if you get water underneath, we can't control that. That's
right.
Something that.
Okay, well, that's interesting. So as the popularity grows and you start putting in more and more, you start to learn, and it makes sense. We're talking with Kathy Buchanan from Independent Carpet One. They're in Westland and been in business since 1968. Same year I was born. Whoop whoop.
Oh, look at that!
Right.
Hello.
So
it was a good year.
Of course. And you know how that goes. Look, it's a great thing. So, Kathy, I want to ask you. Since COVID, people want to come to your showroom, because I always tell people you got to go to the showroom.
You have to come to our showroom. It's something to experience, that's for sure.
And so tell everyone, you're located in 1400 North Wayne Road, Westland, Michigan, right off 275. So it's not far at all, easy to get to. But if someone wants to make sure that you guys are all COVID friendly, face masks, the whole shebang, you guys are all about that.
Oh, well, during the closure, which was a learning experience in itself, we researched a lot of information from the CDC. Carpet One Corporate also helped every Carpet One store across the United States and Canada to prepare their stores for reopening. So, yes, we have signage throughout our stores about social distancing. We have little placards on the floor to make sure that people, stay 6 feet apart. All of our staff, both in installation, warehouse, office, and sales force are required to wear a mask all the time. We have sanitation stations. We take our temperatures every morning, both our staff and our installers.
Love it.
We have COVID guidelines that we present to our customers. So it's a very safe environment.
I like that. All right. Well, Kathy, listen, we're going to take a quick break. I want to keep you on because I want to talk about Kerostan Month, which is really important. And if anyone's thinking of changing the flooring, we're going to do it. So let's keep it on hold. We'll be right back.
Fun. So Today's market makeover madness is going to a whole new level, as in the basement. So for many homeowners, the basement is a place that kind of gets neglected.
Yeah, you may just use it for storage or just go down there when you're doing laundry, but home improvement insider Adam Helfman of Hire It Done shows us the right way to make your basement a lot more than just a big storage closet.
Homeowners are addicted to home improvement. There's not a room in the house that they don't want to remodel. But today, we're going to focus on the basement. Let's go turn a basement into a lower level. Follow me. Most homeowners' basements are not used to their full potential. Let's take a look at a typical basement. Here's what we have. It's got storage areas, mechanical, but it's basically unfinished. And if you want to go from this to something more like this, you need to follow these steps. When planning your basement remodeling project, it's important to find the right contractor to check your current conditions of your basement so that you'll have a smooth project. A good contractor, like Finished Basements Plus, is going to come to your house and fill out a basement inspection report. And the first item they look for is the existing bond insulation. This area is where your first floor sits on the basement wall. It's usually around grade level. Second item on the checklist is inspecting the condition of all the windows in the basement. Here we have an egress window. It's code to put one of these in. Let's take a look at how this works. In case of an emergency, you can escape out the window to safety. As we go down the list, the next thing we do is check the walls. We're checking for any wall cracks, any rod hole leaks, or any signs of water. Now that your basement's been inspected, it's time to get to the fun stuff, the design. When designing your basement, you need to prioritize the use of space. Some of the most popular basement finishing projects are a new kids' play area, a bar for entertaining, and a home theater. Lastly, because your basement finishing project is below grade, it's susceptible to high moisture conditions. That's why it's very crucial to pick the right materials for your project. And after that, it comes down to your budget, your style, and your creativity.
If anybody can do it, it's our Adam Helfman of Hire It Done, and he is here like you are every Thursday. So you mentioned the importance of choosing the right materials because of how damp basements can be. So let's talk about that.
You know, and the home improvement business has evolved. Okay, so the basement's really the last frontier.
Yeah.
And so at Hire It Done, we're happy and lucky that we have really good contractors that use cutting-edge materials. And this is proprietary to one of our contractors.
This stuff right here?
Yeah, it's Finished Basements Plus. And so like this product right here is a structural panel, okay? It's waterproof, mold-proof, mildew, resistant to any kind of bacteria growth.
Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Did you all know it's National Kerosene Month? Back on the line with me is Kathy Buchanan from Independent Carpet One, the one store for your perfect floor. You there, Kathy?
I am. You got that slogan down pat.
I actually like that. It makes, I mean, it literally fits you perfectly.
Thank you.
So tell everyone what Kerosene Month. Kerosene is like the premier brand for flooring, and you're one of the few dealers in the area. So let's talk about it.
Well, you know what? I think a lot of people think that kerosene is just carpet, Adam. And since you and I have last hugged and seen each other, we have an introduction in our kerosene line called Lux Craft, which is our new LVT. Oh my gosh, absolutely beautiful, very realistic to a wood plank. And then we have our Bella Lux, which is also stunning wood introduction. So not only does kerosene represent the beauty and styling and performance and elegance in carpet, it does the same for both luxury vinyl floor and hardwood. And
it's great to know.
On sale, like every bit of it.
So if someone's thinking of flooring, we sat home all year. We're all, getting out, coming out of that cocoon, and ready to get going. The best thing, because flooring is so popular right now. Everyone's like, oh, it's easy to change the floor. They should come see you. What's the best way to have someone who says, all right, I got to get flooring. What do I do? To come see you, go online, virtual? Where's the best advice you can give them right now?
Well, right now, because people are a little sketchy about going out,
Yep.
And a lot of people are on, their iPads or their smartphones,
Yep.
we have an amazing website. And if they go to our website, which is independentcarpet1.com, with those 3 W's in front, of course. And then if they just reach out to us, maybe to schedule a measure, to schedule an appointment, just to ask questions, I get every single lead that comes through, and I direct those leads to some of our sales associates. Our sales associates will then give them a call back or email them to invite them into the store, find out, what they're looking for, get a little bit more information about them, and take it from there. If you want to take a drive out to the store without going online, I actually recommend that as well, because our showroom has the largest selection of carpet, luxury vinyl flooring, hardwood, laminate, which is coming back with a vengeance, actually. And our warehouse, our warehouse, if
it's the
somebody's
best.
looking for something for immediate installation, we have a 13,000 square foot warehouse with carpet from the ceiling to the floor ready to be either installed or for cash and carry purposes. So, whatever is the comfort level of the consumer, we recommend. Call, email, walk in. We want you.
Love it. Love it. So the website is independentcarpet1.com. You're located in North Wayne Road in Westland, 1400 North Wayne Road. Amazing showroom. But I forgot about the huge warehouse. If anyone's looking for remnants or like a really even better deal, oh my God. I remember that it was a crazy. And by the way, we're so overdue for a meet. I need a big hug and a kiss when I see you.
I know. What's going on? The president's not allowing us to hug.
Wow. I'll do it behind closed doors and we won't tell anybody.
Okay.
How about them apples? I love that. It'll be my birthday gift. So
That's right.
Karastan is considered upscale, but as far as pricing, it's not that expensive.
Absolutely not. I think it's very fair pricing with what the market is right now, and you can get amazing value, whether it be a nylon yarn system or their Smart Strand yarn system, whatever your family's activity level is, they have a product for you at a price point for you. It's a very misconceived line because it's such a well-known line. But there's a price point for everybody, honest to goodness.
Well, that's the best part. It's funny you say that because recently I was renovating a few houses, and the homeowner had already bought like this kind of flooring from like a big box store. And I'm like, they're like, oh, we got it for, $2.99 a foot. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's like 99-cent stuff. And they thought they got such a great deal. And you could see the quality difference. I'm like, have you ever looked at like a real solid brand with like a backing, and done properly? And they're like, well, I saw it on sale, so I ran and got it. I'm like, no, you didn't even do the research. So then I showed them stuff like that you guys sell, and it was very competitive. And then they're like, oh, we made a big mistake. So how can we tell?
What you pay for, that old adage.
It's
Adam,
true.
You know that.
So what kind of advice can we give homeowners before they run out and get something that looks like a lost leader? It's like the old $99 window, right? Come on, buy from us. No one bought the $99 window. So what's advice, or how do we get people to know there's a quality difference?
Well, it's not just the product, Adam. It's the installation behind it and all of the aspects, of purchasing a flooring. So at our store, I know you know about our beautiful guarantee. You cannot find a warranty like that anywhere in the industry. If a consumer purchases a Carpet One product, and if they don't absolutely love it, wrong color, too busy, too light, too dark, I don't like the footprints, this is not as comfortable as I thought it was going to be, whatever it is that they don't absolutely love about that carpet, we will replace it, labor included, absolutely free.
Amazing.
The other aspect is what other stores will not do is our healthy living install, where when we take up the existing carpet, we'll actually HEPA back the floor. We then spray a very fine mist of Health and X spray, which kills and deadens mold, mildew, allergens, bacteria, and viruses.
Oy.
Then we'll install the new pad, which has a lifetime warranty of your home. and install the new carpet, and then do a final vacuum so you can go on to living your life as our installers walk out your door.
Love
It's not just the product. It's the entire experience that you're going to gain from purchasing from a Carpet One store, whether you're here or I heard earlier you have a client in Connecticut.
Yeah.
We are everywhere, from
Love
New
it.
York to Florida, from California to the East Coast to the West Coast. It's a beautiful thing.
All right. Well, that's great. So, Kathy, listen, we got to take another break. Can you stay one more segment?
You know what? I would love it.
Okay, great. Because I want to talk about labor, your hiring, and I want to talk about the trends. There's still trends. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to capture that last half of that. So we'll be right back, my friends. This is the Hire It Done Radio Network.
That was a little snidely whiplashy there. That's for me, just for me. All right, so we're in the midst of the coldest weekend of the season. It's coming. Reinforcements are on the way, and that can put your furnace to the test.
So if your furnace runs into trouble, how do you know if it just needs a repair or it should be completely replaced?
Yeah, our home improvement insider Adam Helfman is back, and he's here with Hire It Done and has some great tips to help us all decide.
When winter rolls around, there's nothing more important than your heating system. If you're in the market for a new furnace, then it's important to explore all the options available to you. First things first, you got to ask yourself, repair or replace? Let me tell you what I think. Increased energy efficiency isn't always a good reason to replace a furnace that is still in good working order. I generally recommend replacing your old furnace if any of the following apply. It's more than 15 to 20 years old. It has a pilot light rather than an electronic or hot surface ignition. It does not have vent dampers or a draft fan, or it's an old coal-burning furnace that's been converted to gas or oil. If you're still not sure, take the age of your furnace and multiply it by the cost of the repair. If that total is more than a new furnace, then you should absolutely get a new furnace. This is a high-efficiency furnace. This furnace will heat a 3,500 square foot home. 10 years ago, the same furnace would be twice as big. Let's take a look at the technology inside so that we can see how things have improved. The better high-efficiency furnaces use sealed combustion. What that means is it takes fresh air for the combustion from the outside, not the inside of your home. Another component of a high-efficiency furnace is the variable capacity gas valve. It adjusts the capacity output in as small as 1% increments for the ultimate in precision comfort. Another component of a high-efficiency furnace is a variable speed blower. They vary the speed of your blower as it distributes air through your home. This means the air being distributed through your home can be a more consistent temperature and the unit will operate quietly. Now that you've got all this information about picking a new furnace, the number one most important aspect that you need to know as a homeowner is who's going to install it. Because the best furnace, if it's not installed properly, is worthless. So that's why it's so important to find the right contractor to install your furnace.
All right, and Adam Helfman of Hire It Done is here to help you find the right contractor today.
Yeah,
you
good
always
to
have
see you.
such good information. Jeez.
You know what? I try.
You try.
No, you do a good job.
You're doing it.
So what did you bring with you today? Because this stuff looks familiar in some ways.
Of course. Well, okay, so you know it's really cold. We're going to have the coldest weekend. So obviously we want a brand new air conditioner. We're not going to be needing that this weekend.
No.
Okay.
But we have a brand new furnace. and a damper system for a furnace. But let's talk about the furnace really quick. This is a 98% efficient furnace.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So, yeah, so if you have every dollar of gas you're going to be putting into your house for heating it, 98 cents goes to heating it. So
that's pretty
furnace,
amazing.
Yeah, 80% is the average furnace. So technology has come a long way.
And that's some of the math you were talking about in the piece, right? So if you've got an old furnace, part of the efficiency equation to help you pay for this is to determine how much gas is going someplace else. Your money is flying out the window.
Well, think about it. If you have an 80% furnace and you upgrade to a 98%, okay, that's 18% difference. That's immediately savings in dollars. It goes right off your bill in the heating season.
Very good.
Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Got a flooring question? Text us 248-539-9797. We've got Kathy Buchanan from Independent Carpet One. Welcome back, Kathy.
Thank you, Adam. Nice to. I'm not with you, but I'm with you.
You always are. In spirit, of course. So, a question came in during the break. Does Independent Carpet One go to Howell?
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Yes. One of our sales associates lives out that way, so. If she can drive into work every day, we can go out to you.
Perfect.
So absolutely.
They said, I live in Westland currently and making move, gathering some estimates from for my whole house. Also, any tips? Thanks, Jake. What is Independent Carpet One install times for a whole house? Meaning, how far back are you? So if someone comes in, they hear it, they need flooring, how are you guys as far as installation? You still have to order material, right?
We do. So right now we are into the third week of May for scheduling for both hard surface and carpet.
Well, that's not bad.
So about 3 weeks out.
Okay, that's pretty easy. So you, obviously, if anyone's thinking of getting flooring, and that to me seems actually pretty quick, make sure you go to Independent Carpet One. The phone number, if you want to call them today, what time do you open, Kathy?
We open at 9 o'clock, and we're in the store today till 5, and tomorrow we're typically open from 12 to 4, but we're closed tomorrow.
Okay. 734-729-6200 is the phone number. You're located in Westland. So, Kathy, let's talk labor. You know, if the material prices weren't out of control and that was another new topic, we'd be all fessing over labor right now. How's that impacting you guys?
Well, again, I listened to your first hour, and labor, no matter if it's plumbers, roofers, contractors of any form, installation, it's, you know, we have a crisis. We have a crisis going on. And we've been blessed. We have a wonderful crew of installers. Some of our installers have been with us for over 28 years. So we're definitely blessed to have the crews that we have. And that could be some of the reasons why we are booked out, 3 weeks out. A lot of reasons, though, not necessarily labor, but getting materials. Raw materials are hard to come by. Some of the materials that are coming from abroad are literally here in the United States, but they're just sitting at the shipyards because the shipyards don't have labor to empty the trailers, or I think they're called trailers.
the containers, all that. It's it's tough.
It's like a horrible cycle.
It's domino effect. It's the domino effect.
There are jobs out there. If people just want to get a job, there are jobs out there. If you are an installer, hard surface or carpet installer, certified, of course, come and see us because we have work for you.
Yeah, so that's amazing. It's an abundance of work, by the way.
Abundance of work.
It's interesting that, again, we hear it from all the trades. And by the way, Kathy, the HireItDone.com website has a we're hiring section now. So if you want to, it's free for Hire It Done contractors to post on it. If you want to post on it, send me a quick summary. We'll put it on there right away. I'll have my web people do it, and you'll be like,
without a doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks.
I still got to come out and say this. I'm still a guy who likes to walk around my house barefoot, and I like carpet under my feet. So what's popular in carpeting? Is there any new green? Remember we talked about corn silk carpeting for many years?
Yes, that's a Smart Strand product that is a part of the Kerastan collection. Actually, a very large portion of the Kerastan soft surface collection utilizes the Smart Strand yarn system.
And
So
by the way, it's really soft.
Elegant, it's very strong, very stain resistant. It's actually one of the perfect yarn systems for an active family, especially an active family with pets.
There you have it. I love that. So
And everybody, you know what, during the pandemic, do you know how many people invested in pets and how many pet adoptions there were? So, waterproof flooring is a very strong product right now. Waterproof carpets, and there are waterproof carpets. And a lot of it is due to the fact that people are home and they adopted a pet, and their home is even more active than they've ever imagined. And we have everything for them.
I love that. So, thinking about that with pets and everything. So if someone says to you, I got pets, they run around, I need pet friendly. What is like your first recommendation?
My first recommendation would be a product called Oath, and also in our Tigressa collection, which is manufactured by Shaw Industries, and it has what's called a blue back. So basically, if the pet, or even if you're drinking a glass of red wine and you spill it, whatever the liquid spot or stain is, it cannot penetrate through to the backing of the carpet. So therefore, it doesn't seep into the pad, and then it doesn't seep into your hardwood flooring, leaving a stain that after you go and get your carpet cleaned, it reactivates and draws the stain back up. It's kind of like a vicious cycle. So this blue back prevents any liquid spill or stain from penetrating into the pad. And also, because it's there, it's easy to extract. So it's very easy to clean. And it's actually the perfect carpet for a family with pets.
I love that.
And it actually, our signage says H2O. So we're not saying what that liquid stain is, but
I understand.
I think they get the idea.
Everyone gets it, of course.
Yeah.
We're talking with Kathy Buchanan from Independent Carpet One in Westland. IndependentCarpet1.com is the website. So, Kathy, what about financing? A lot of homeowners spending a lot of money on home improvement. And, listen, if you do a whole house of flooring and LVT or luxury vinyl tile in one room, planks in another, hardwood refinishing in one, and then new carpeting, upscale Karastan in the bedrooms, it could get pricey after, a full house. Do you guys offer financing?
Oh, 24/7. We have 12, 18, or 36-month financing, monthly payments, no interest. So, and it's through Synchrony Bank, so you might as well use their money. That's my thought.
OPM.
Why not invest something and have 3 years to pay for it?
Makes perfect sense to me. And plus, don't forget, everyone, you also have the Independent One guarantee that no other carpet place or flooring place can even come close to. You want to tell everyone the guarantee again?
Yes, it's called our Beautiful Guarantee. And basically, simple, if you don't absolutely love your Carpet One floor, and that's wood, luxury vinyl floor, laminate, ceramic, or carpet, if you don't absolutely love it, we will replace it, labor included, absolutely free.
So real quick, we haven't talked much about hardwoods, but pre-finished hardwoods, engineered hardwoods, always in the top, 5 of most popular. How's that going with you guys?
Wood floors, because of the raw material dilemma that we're in, I don't think our wood flooring has been the high proponent in our store as of right now, because it's not a waterproof product. We do have a collection called Hydrotech, which is waterproof, but remember what I was saying about
underneath.
Right. Laminates today actually are seeing a little bit more resurgence than hardwood, at least in our area.
Okay. Well, that makes perfect sense. And by the way, I would rather use a laminate. It looks exactly the same. Like, you can't tell.
Identical, like crazy realistic today.
Yeah, technology's gotten so good with that. And by the way, if you have pets with, running around on the floors, the laminate is way better.
It's more scratch resistant. It's 8 times stronger than a typical, like, Formica or Wilson Art countertop. Do you even make those anymore?
I used to love Formica. They in the rental ready homes, we call them. That's where they use still the post-form Formica tops.
Because everybody, whatever house that I go into, it's either granite or quartz or marble.
of
Or
course.
I haven't seen a Formica countertop in a long time. And you know what? They never wear out.
Right.
So, yeah. So
Well,
that's a
that's
laminate
important.
for you.
Okay, so that's the same as the floor, so that makes sense. So, right now you got the Karastan sale. It's the whole month. If you're thinking about getting flooring, I highly recommend just visit Independent Carpet One, the website independentcarpet1.com, excuse me, or call Kathy at 734-729-6200. We just got a text. Thank you guys. I'm going to set up an estimate with the online information. Oh, so you can actually go online and actually give your name and set up an estimate through that.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
absolutely can. And then we have a $100 coupon on our website as well.
Well, there you have it. Okay, independentcarpet1.com. I love that. So, Kathy, so as we wrap it up, you're hiring. You're looking for obviously experienced flooring installers.
They have to be certified.
Listen, tell everyone what that means.
Comp and liability. Very important to have workman's comp or liability. If you don't have that, we will not hire you.
Of course, that's again, part of the pre-screening, which gives attribute to and validates your quality control and why you guys are the benchmark for all the flooring companies around. Like, I dealt with a lot of them, and to this day, it's still, I'm like, okay, well, Independent Carpet One, they're, this guy's not as good. I can see that. So you guys literally rule the roost, which I love. And keep up the good work. How's your family? Everyone good there?
Everybody's good. My daughter's coming home from Chicago today. We're doing some wedding planning. We have a wedding in the future. So
I love that.
Everyone's great.
Kathy, you're the best. I love you. Thanks for coming on. Independent Carpet One, my friends.
I miss you.
Yeah, well, when they open the studios up, you'll be in here for sure. My first guest.
You bet.
All right, thanks for calling in. I appreciate it. Have an awesome morning. We're going to take a quick break, friends. That was Independent Carpet One, Kathy Buchanan. Amazing flooring. When we come back, I got all kinds of home improvement stuff for you. My name's Adam Helfman. It's my birthday. We'll be right back. Few things are guaranteed in home improvement, but clogged drains might be one of them. Nowadays, you can go online and you can find a million different tricks and hacks on how to fix a clogged drain. I asked Ron Alexander of Shelby Mechanical what he thinks about the do-it-yourself drain declogging methods. He said to me he would recommend staying away from any of those gimmicks. Vinegar, baking soda, or whatever else people talk about pouring down the drain. You're more than likely to just end up with a mess in the drain that's still clogged. I also don't recommend out-of-the-box chemical drain openers either. While those can be effective on some clogs, they can also damage your pipes and end up costing a lot of money in repairs down the road. But there are a handful of things you can try that are safe and do work before going through the trouble of having a plumber come out. The first method that Ron recommended was the good old-fashioned plunger and using hot water. Hot water can help break down the common clogging agents like grease and soap, and the plunger can sometimes push the clog through. According to Ron, it will depend on the type of clog and where the clog is and the shape of your drain as to whether or not plunging can effectively solve your problems. For a clogged shower, Ron says the simplest answer might be the best. A lot of times with a shower, the problem is hair. And people don't realize that they could see the clog and maybe even just reach down and pull it out if they take off the drain cover. In the case of a clog that you can't quite reach, a coat hanger or a similar hook might help you remove the clog. If you're handy and you feel up to the task, you could always rent a plumber's snake at a big box store to deal with a particularly stubborn clog. Ron even has people call him on the phone for tips in the middle of working on their drain. People call me all the time and ask. I don't mind. If it's something simple I can recommend, I'll tell you. And if it's something I think we can come out and take a look at, I'll tell you that too. I always say there's nothing wrong with doing your due diligence and seeing if you can fix a problem yourself. But if you're getting nowhere, fighting a clogged drain all afternoon because you want to save a few dollars, ask yourself this. How much is your time worth? Because most homeowners, there's a point where the time is more valuable to them than what they would end up paying someone to fix it, and that's when it's time to make the call. For more plumbing tips, or if you're looking for a great plumber like Ron Alexander and his team at Shelby Mechanical, just head over to hireitdone.com.
What you don't know can hurt you. HireItDone.com.
Hi, I'm Adam Helfman, and I'm here at Mosquito One, and today we're going to learn how to the limited workmanship warranty. Just visit HireItDone.com and a limited lifetime warranty plus I'm at PPG. I'm at PPG Paints. And there's dead bodies in half of them. Today we've teamed up with Dry. You're going to get 10% off your next new roof and lifetime workmanship warranty, free upgrade. Ooh. And a lifetime labor manufacturer's warranty on everything but the nails. Who's got a gun? Because if someone has one, shoot me. Free upgrade to the lifetime workmanship warranty. There it is, I said it. There'll be a great blooper reel. I'm going to send you a link to it because it's going to be good.
What you don't know can hurt you. HireItDone.com.
Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. What a great interview we just finished up with Kathy Buchanan from Independent Carpet One. Like legit, friends. If you want your floor done properly, you want luxury vinyl tile, you want carpeting, whether you want it green, you want it no off-gassing, low VOC, you got respiratory issues. You know, right now, air quality is a big thing, and flooring happens to impact it. And that's why Kathy from Independent Carpet One is so good, because she knows all of it. And this month is Karastan month. Karastan is like the premier carpeting. Like, they're the best, right? So they're one of the few Karastan dealers around. And this month is the whole month they do special deals, and they also have financing. So there's never a better time to get your flooring done if you don't do it now. I mean, think about it. Everyone's screaming labor. Everyone's thinking prices are going up. Everyone's thinking everything. She's 3 to 4 weeks out on installs. That's a home run. That's like hitting the lotto, okay? And if you hit the lotto, the only way you do it is you got to be in it to win it. So I'm just, I'm a fan, and I'm happy with it. And by the way, she went to Michigan State. Go green. So did I. So an extra little feather in the cap. So it's home improvement season. Literally, friends, we're on a train on a train rail that's going to crash. When? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. If you have a crystal ball, let me know. When's it going to happen? What's your prediction? 248-539-9797. Text me. Of course, it's also Shout Out Saturday. You're a contractor listening. If McAllister Fence, I hope they're going over to my friend's house today. But if you're a contractor listening right now, text me. I'll give you a shout out. But literally, the labor issues are tough. But guess what? If we just had labor, we'd be all crying like babies. Okay, we got it. So we are. But on top of that, now we're piling on. Now lumber. Lumber is out of control. According to John's Lumber, they said by the end of May, lumber prices could be up 20% more. I wish it was like Bitcoin or crypto. Don't get me going on the crypto. Doji to the moon, right? But here's the thing. What do? Do you wait? No. Make your move. Shoot your move, friends. Do it now. Pick the phone up and get it done. Hire it done. And I'm not just saying that. Listen, contractors with Hire It Done are smart. They're all busy. They're already going to tell you on the phone, yeah, I can get out. Here's when I can get out here, but here's when we do, when the install happens. And they're going to be honest with you. They're going to tell you, look, here's where lumber. Okay, good. My cabinet guys, yeah, they're waiting on the lumber to get in so they can build the cabinets. Everything has a domino effect. Think about that. I'm building cabinets. What are the cabinets made out of? Wood, MDF, whatever. You got to buy that. Oh, and by the way, you need 500 employees to build it. Oh, we only have 100 because 400 are still at home. Work from home. You can't construction work from home. So you understand, friends, we have like a perfect storm. It's like the kill move. It's like the Mortal Kombat, the death blow. Johnny Cage. One of those, right? By the way, who's your Mortal Kombat favorite character? Did anyone watch the movie? I couldn't get through 10 minutes of it. But I did find my old Nintendo, and I should pull it out and go. By the way, I was the Tecmo Bowl champ. No one can beat me at Tecmo Bowl. Anyways, we're gonna digress. Happy birthday, Adam, from Jimmy and Vanessa at Fred's Key Shop. What up, everyone? Shout out to Fred's Key Shop. If you need a key and you need your locks changed, that's where you go, of course. By the way, I need coded a lock with the keypads. If you guys can help me, email me, adam@hireitdone.com. I need a commercial one for my office. So, again, labor is a major problem, but the distribution, the materials, another major problem. So if you're a contractor, you need several outlets. The smart guys know it, right? But it's not easy. But again, it's proper planning. You know, most homeowners, I love this statistic. They spend more time planning a 4-day weekend at Disney World than they do planning a $50,000 kitchen. So can you please, for my birthday, make the call your contractor and tell them. Now, the other thing is then you get the contract, you do everything I say, and then what? And then what do? Oh, you then hear your contractor say, Mrs. Jones, we're going to start Monday, but when we applied for the permit, the city is 2 weeks behind. Oh my God, because the cities can't, they're working from home. So no matter where you go, you're getting hit. It's like the home improvement guys, the Indian, and they're getting arrows. People are shooting. So you're getting shot at because you're in charge. You're in the lead. So you got to be smart. You got to be patient. So for all my homeowners, listen, give the contractor a little leeway, but communicate. And by the way, Mr. Contractors that are out there listening to the show, you better tell the homeowners the reality. Don't lie. Tell them, look, the job's going to take longer. I don't have a crystal ball, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, but I will tell you I'm attentive and I'm going to make this job go smooth. But we have unprecedented and new issues to deal with that we've never dealt with in the past. So you got to make a move. It's literally, that's the way it's got to go. So be smart. Like we talked about in the other hour, the COVID excuse. Is it relevant? Is it real? Well, I'm going to say this. If the contractor says, was around someone with COVID, I can't come today. Okay, give it to him. Be prepared, be nice. But at the same time, if you're around someone with COVID and you're home and you're waiting for the contractor, don't put him in jeopardy either. It goes both ways. There's a reciprocation, my friends. But at what point do you know if the contractor is BSing you? Think about that. Is the contractor telling you the truth? Or is he using the COVID excuse to his advantage? I don't think right now they're using it to their advantage. I don't think they're BSing you. But maybe a few have used it. Maybe a few are. But, it's pretty easy to find out. But I don't want to sour on that. But again, please be careful, everybody. It's better safe than sorry. So you got to add to the questions that you ask contractors. What are the questions you ask every contractor in a COVID situation? Well, here's the new questions you got to add to your other questions. And by the way, the hireitdone.com website has all the lists of questions to ask and everything like that. And by the way, my email is adam@hireitdone.com. You can always email me. But here's what I'm saying. Mr. Contractor, how are you on materials? If you're quoting my job today, am I going to get a bill at the end of the job because materials went up? Can you lock in the price? You got to ask that. You got to put it in writing. What about delays in shipping? Delays in this? There's 1,000 ways to delay. Look at the granite companies. They can build your tops. Or can they? Is the employees there? Are the safety people there? It's a lot of labor to build a granite top. Think about that for a second. Maybe it takes an extra week because they have shorter labor. There's no shortage of sales. There's no shortage of people buying. It's like the real estate business right now. There's not enough houses for people that want to buy. Interest rates are at their all-time low. Home improvement financing is at an all-time low. So the recipe for buying is amazing. However, the flip side is, are you going to get the good contractor? Are you going to have to wait? Is material going to make the job take longer? Everything impacts it. Is there going to be a second surge, a third surge, a fourth surge, a fifth surge? Who knows? Vaccine this, vaccine that. let's play it safe. Better safe than sorry. Let's get it done. But again, it's all about communicating with your contractor. Please. And contractors, you have to communicate with the homeowner. By the way, if you tell the homeowner no one's coming today, they'll probably thank you. They're not going to be happy. They're not going to be relieved, but at the same time, at least you communicated. How about the contractor goes 3-4 days without calling the homeowner? I've been around. I'm busy on that. Blah, 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 blah. Right? Man, oh, man. And by the way, we all have blessings in life. We all should be grateful. I mean, think about it. Until you don't know. Until your health goes bad, you just don't know. You got to be smart. I don't wish it on anybody. Again, one day at a time, but you still be smart, right? Dan in Austin, Texas said, congrats. Thanks, Dan. So like today is my birthday, and I'm gonna absolutely enjoy myself today. Shout out 4 Seasons Outdoor Lawn Care, Landscape Needs. What up, 4 Seasons? Outdoor lawn and care and landscape. I need some mulch at my house. And by the way, it's mulch season, right? Don't put mulch over mulch. Scrape the old mulch out, okay? Too much mulch is hurt. It doesn't do its job. Get rid of the old mulch, put the new mulch down, you'll be happy. Too much mulch is not a good thing. Anyways, happy birthday to me. And that's the way it goes. I'm going to celebrate my birthday. I might go to Prime and Proper tonight. Why not? I'm gonna blow it out. It's gonna be a big party. Anyways, thank you for listening. I want to thank everyone for your listening. I want to thank my guest, Kathy Buchanan, and I want to tell everyone I appreciate it. Have an awesome week. And this is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. See you next week.